With the election and everything that's going on, the markets are going crazy right now. Bitcoin is up a ton, same with everything else. That being said, if you have no money in the market, it really doesn't affect you. So if you have no money, you need to start investing in yourself so you can actually start putting money into things like that. Because if you put $20 into Bitcoin, that is not going to change your life. You need to be putting mass amounts of money for you to actually see outsizable returns. You might be wondering who I am. My name is MoisesNovaAd. I'm an 18-year-old who started his first business venture at 17, and I'm just documenting my way to the top. If you really think about it, investing in yourself has no downsides. You buying courses and mentorships only allows your earning capacity and the amount of money that you make to increase tenfold. You putting money into other things like crypto, Bitcoin, sure, might make you money, but at the end of the day, you are the business and you are the person that's bringing in the money. Plus, on top of that, the market's crashing and everything being extremely volatile won't affect you, because if you think about it, everything could crash overnight and you still have your skill set. Nothing can take that away from you. You still have your business, which is going to be a lot harder to take away from you. And overall, the main source of income is this up here and the skill set that you have. So if you have a proper skill set, markets can go to shit, everything else can go to shit, but you still have you, which you are the biggest asset you could have. With that being said, this is not investing advice, by the way. The markets are extremely good right now, and I actually think they're going to keep on getting better. Bitcoin right now is sitting at about 88,000. I personally believe it will hit around 100,000 by 2025. And if all these other countries start adopting Bitcoin as the foundation for their currencies, like El Salvador is doing it already, and there are some other countries that are in the talks of doing it, I think Bitcoin is only going to go up. I think Bitcoin and crypto are going to be extremely viable assets in the future for people to have, alongside gold and other stuff like that. Again, this is not investing advice, but I do think it's something that you should start learning about if you do have money and you're looking to invest in certain things. Again, not investing advice. I'm going to tell you guys a story about a guy named Alex. And Alex grew up in San Francisco, and he was indecisive when he was coming out of high school if he should invest the 10 grand he had saved up into crypto and Bitcoin, or if he should save his money and invest it in himself. And he actually decided to invest the money in himself. At first, the returns weren't immediately seen because he had bought courses and mentorships and things that were going to take time for him to actually show results. But after about 2 years of him just soaking up as much information as he could and learning everything possible, he started his business. And with that business, in his first year, he made around $1 million in revenue, which at first, if he would have put the initial 5 to 10 grand that he had saved up into crypto or Bitcoin, he would have not seen those results. The only reason he was able to make $1 million in revenue was because he had invested in himself and he had invested in his business, which at first, it might seem hectic and it might seem risky to invest in yourself because you won't see the results immediately. But after some time and after you play the long game and you actually stick to it for a long period of time, you will see results. It will take time, but it's going to be a million times more worth it if you just dump all of your money into crypto and you wait 60 years for you to actually become rich. And you might be thinking, Moises, okay, we get it, invest in ourselves, but what skills do I learn? And to that I have to say, you should probably focus on skills that are going to be carried out into whatever it is that you want to do. If you want to start a business, there are certain things that are going to be carried out in every single stage of your business. For example, communication, psychology, things like that are, I guess you could say, evergreen, and that you learning them is not going to affect you in any way, shape, or form. For example, if you learn something like copywriting or something that can be easily taken over by AI in the future, I like to think of the AI-proof skills. Something like communication, creativity, psychology, things that AI cannot take away from us. Those are skills that you should probably focus on. Or even then, you could get into the field of AI and understand how it is that AI is going to be changing the markets for the future. I think that's another good way to be future-proof, you could say. But if you're sure you want to invest in something, I would actually recommend for you to invest in a dog. Dogs are actually, in my opinion, one of the biggest investments we can make. I know there's tons of people saying don't buy a dog if you're getting into business, but for me, having a dog has been one of the best decisions I've ever made in my life. So if you want to know a little bit more about that, I would recommend for you to check this video out. Or don't. I don't really care. Peace.